What's up, everybody? We're back. I had to stop the video because it was getting too long. Crazy. So, what's up? We're down here, girl. We just got some gas. Went and got a latte. Got some gas. Right? We were talking about Sierra and then the boy who killed his parents. I don't understand what that story is about. I've never heard that story before. But I saved it because I was like, what's going on? So we're down here, girl, to talk about what's on the blogs, girl. So let's go to
I sponsor the blog.
Let me tell you something.
neighborhood talk. Is the first thing I want to go to. I don't want to listen to that. That's too sad. Khadijah Haqq announces split from her husband of 13 years. Oh, this is Khadijah. What's the other one's name? The twins that be with the Kardashians. Khadijah and I don't know what the other sister's name is. I can't remember. A lot of stuff I don't be remembering because I don't want to. It's like stuff I don't want to. That I feel like it's unnecessary to commit to memory. So it's like I don't remember them girls' name. Malika, I think. Malika and Khadijah. I think that's her name. Malika. It says, now more than ever, I've been relying on prayer. Family is so important to me. Unfortunately, life has brought me to a tremendous transition. After 13 years and 16 years together and 4 incredible children, I have come to the intensely difficult conclusion that while Bobby and I have a great deal of love for one another, it's best we move forward separately. I did not come to this decision lightly. For the most part, I have kept my relationship private for the benefit of our family. I share this not because I believe it's newsworthy, but so that we can go about our lives with honesty and begin the journey of co-parenting, right? Because if you see us out with somebody else, you don't know me, all right? I'm so grateful for the incredible support system. Married with 4 kids, she on that Beyonce privacy level. Definitely knows how to keep her business to herself. After all them years and 4 kids, you now want to leave? From a man's point of view with no kids, a lot of guys ain't going to be checking for you and take you with them 4 kids. It's not safe out here. Go back home. Trust me. So you think once she gets out of a marriage, she's going to start looking for another partnership and that these men are not going to want her because she has 4 children. What do y'all have against children? And be careful of those niggas who say they want to discipline your children. No. Tell them no. First of all, there's no corporal punishment around here. So we don't put our hands on children around here. That's abuse. Because if you would put your hands on me the way you want to put your hands on my children, it would be called abuse. Stop letting these, if a nigga asks you, can he discipline your children? Red flag. You know what men have against children? Children get more attention than them. That's what they have against them. They get more attention. You kept your marriage private. You should have kept your divorce private as well. We don't always need to know this. No, the public needs to know. You do have to make an announcement to the community because if he's seen out with a woman and everybody thinks that, oh, he's married to Khadijah, what the hell is he out here for? No, now when you see him out or you see her out with another person, you're not going to assume that one is cheating on the other. They've broken up. So yeah, I think it is important to make an announcement to the community. That's just what it is. That's how you do it, right? The same way you make an announcement of marriage, you should make an announcement of a divorce or a separation or whatever. Child, you should have stayed with him, and the dating pool has literal shit in it. Why does she have to be right after she's out of a marriage of 13 years? Why do y'all think she's out again looking for a partnership? What is... This is me finding out she's married with kids and for that long. I get the privacy. She did well. She should have kept it though. It would have been no different. No, you need to, the dating pool got piss in it, but okay. Why do y'all think she's breaking up to start dating again? What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Honestly, tell me. I want to know. I want to understand. I truly want to understand this fucking preoccupation with this shit. If she's leaving a marriage of 13 years, she's been with a man for 16 years, why are your comments thinking that she wants to be out in the world again dating? She just got out of a 13-year relationship and we have no idea why they're breaking up. We don't know what the problem is. He could be over there beating her ass and y'all telling her to stay with him because there's no men out here. The scarcity and the lack that y'all reside in when it comes to dating, you will stay in these jive ass relationships because you know there's no other men out. There's a scarcity of men or quality men out there. They're out there, honey. Dick is aplenty and of low value. They are out there. They're out there. But for you to be like, oh, the dating pool, like, girl, a public announcement is warranted. Just for what I said, if you see either of them out in the streets, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's Malika's husband. What is he doing? Not Malika, Khadijah's husband. Right. When you see me out with other people, mind your business, right? Damn, everyone be divorcing, but let other people come tell us that we need to be getting married by force. Y'all saying why announce it? Because if they don't, y'all will see them with someone else and the blogs are going to post it. Exactly. The year of the breakup, a lot of people, 16 years, yikes, right? A lot of people are choosing themselves and choosing, reevaluating relationships and choosing to exit the relationship. We need to dissolve this. It's not working for whatever reason. We don't even know why they're separating. Everybody leaving their man. What's going on? It's something in the water. Today, years old, when I found out she was married for 13 years. Marriage never lasts, I see. It's normal to outgrow each other. Yeah, the marketing campaign that markets marriage for forever is not, it's not realistic. It's just not. If you want to try it, right, this is, you live in this society and you know the game of life, you know, when you play the game of life and you roll it around on thing and you want to get married, if you want to do it and try it, go ahead, do it. Find somebody that you would go into business with and marry them. Go get married if you want to do it. You want to try it out, see how it is. You want to get the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to do. But I don't think you should go into something thinking that this is going to be a life partner. That, I mean, it can be your partner for the time being. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, child. Don't get me to giving you advice. I don't know. Celebrity spiritual advisor Satin Sanchez helps Caesar from Black Ink. What is he up to now? We don't care. It says Finessica is with a little message to Erica for allegedly talking about him. Finesse 2 times. That nigga's head is shaped like a 0. That's how I know it's a scarcity mindset when it comes to dick, because y'all be letting the ugliest men close to you just for some money. Finesse 2 times, look, his head is shaped like a 0. It is. That was my comment. That's how I know. That's how I know y'all around here just doing anything, girl. Y'all here for it? Prenup prevents Britney Spears' husband from receiving any payment from her after divorce announcement. No spousal support. Sources with direct knowledge of the prenup tell TMZ Sam gets no payout in the event of divorce. In addition, the prenup precludes him from getting spousal support. He can keep the gifts Britney gave him and his cars, but that's about it. Good. I'm glad she had a good prenup, because these niggas will partner with you the same way that women partner with men for a come up. The men partner with women for a come up, right? So shout out to Britney for having a good prenup. Shout out to Maya. What she got going on? I know that's right, big girl. You better get your walk on. I know that's right. It says Apple set to pay out close to $500 million to millions of users whose older iPhones slowed down after software updates following a class action lawsuit. Neighbors, looks like Apple will be making a little payout to users whose older devices slowed down after software system updates following a recent loss in a class action lawsuit. According to CBS News, millions of Apple customers will receive a piece of the pie from a now settled class action lawsuit dubbed Batterygate, which is about iPhone users claiming that older devices slow down after software updates. Apple is expected to pay out between $310 million to $500 million to nearly 3 million pre-2008 iPhone users. The payouts will go to those who were affected by this and filed claims against the company. Attorney Mark Malumfi, who works on behalf of the customers affected, said, "We can finally provide immediate cash payments to those impacted Apple customers. Those who were users of iPhone 6, 6 Plus, 6S, 6S Plus, SE models running iOS 10.2.1 or later, and iPhone 7, 7 Plus running iOS 11.2 or later before December 21st may be eligible for payment. However, if you just filed a claim and were affected, it's possible that you'll receive a check. It is not clear when the payments will be distributed. I remember when that was happening, and I remember, them accusing of Apple slowing down the phone so that you can get another phone, so you can buy another phone. I really want I think this is a 12 that I have. What is this, a 12? I think it's a 12. I want a 14. But every time I get ready to get a new one, another one comes out. You know what I'm saying? What's this? What do I have? A 12 Pro. Yeah, I want a 14. But I like the square. Did they go back to like a oblong shaped whoop-de-bam? Didn't they go back to that? Let's see. What else is happening? I have to charge my phone. I don't want the phone to die. What else? Who is this? Oh, after 6 years of love and commitment to each other, my wife and I have decided to end our journey together. We will hold on to the love and respect we have for each other. I wish her the best. Shit happens. Asking for privacy seems ridiculous, so I will just ask for everyone, including media, to be kind and thoughtful. Sam Asghari files for divorce from Britney Spears. He's asking for child support. Yeah, basically spousal support. No. It was something else that I saw. Ex-wife of slain Microsoft exec charged with his murder 18 months after he was gunned down in front of his 2-year-old daughter. She has a new husband. He looks like a biracial black man, and the shooter was a black man, and she's a white woman. Neighbors, get into this wild story. A woman and her new husband have been arrested in connection to the murder of her ex-husband, who was shot to death in front of her children while moving a tire out of the road. According to the New York Post, ex-wife of Florida Microsoft executive Jared Bridgen, Shauna Gardner Fernandez, has recently been arrested and charged with the murder, alongside of her new husband, Mario Saldana Fernandez, Afro-Latino. Bridgen was dropping off his children to Shauna before he was shot in the middle of the road after exiting his vehicle to remove a tire out of the way. One of the former couple's children was still in the back seat and witnessed the incident occur. Police have determined that the motive derived from Shauna's new husband, who allegedly conspired with a former tenant to commit the crime. Henry Tenen. Henry did admit to being the one who shot Bridgen. Shauna's role that led to her arrest was how prosecutors noted that after the death of her ex-husband, she moved to Washington with her family, used an LLC to buy her new home before she distanced herself from her current husband. Mario was charged with first-degree murder, as well as conspiracy to commit murder, solicitation, and commit a capital felony and child abuse. Shauna was also charged with conspiracy, solicitation, and child abuse. Prosecutors are also seeking the death penalty. I fucking knew it. So glad he got justice. Please throw her ass up under the damn jail. Getting a migraine reading this. Let me try again. Right, it was a lot. Where they find Leroy at. Talk about a plot twist. Why can't women just go have boyfriends? Why do they always have to kill the last one? Look at the shooter. She definitely paid him in crack rocks, right? He looks like that. Weird. How had to be about money because divorce is always an option. Why hire a black man to do the killing? Come on, brother, stop white woman worshiping. Is this a woman? Yes, it is. Please stop asking black men to stop worshiping white women. Please stop.
I just, girl, stop.
That's the closest they can get to being white men, right? That's the closest they can get to being white men. So they have to get with the woman, right? They have to worship her. And then she's also learned to fetishize him, so it works out. How the F you got the heart to take your child's father's life? Like the trauma the child has to endure. Let me tell you something. After my child's father assaulted me, when I would see him, I would look at him and wish that I was a man. Like after it all happened, and we're still co-parenting, you know. I tell y'all, he broke in my house. I will never forget that. He broke in my house, and I couldn't believe my mother let him in. He thought I was out of town. He knocked first. My mom thought it was FedEx. And then he made a key without my knowledge, right? He made a key without my knowledge and came in to my house. And then he told my mom that he needed to get the title for his car. And she let him in. And he went into my room and he took the title to his car and also took a piece of jewelry that he had given me. And to this day, he'll lie and say he didn't take it, but he did. And she let him in, but he knocked first. And then she said she heard keys jingling at the door, and she was like, "What the hell is this?" And he came. She said when he saw her, my mom said he looked like he shitted on himself because he didn't expect anybody to be home. It's no telling how many times he had been breaking into my house and coming into my house. He would do shit like break shit and then put it back, and I would find it months later. Yeah, crazy as hell. But I would look at him when I would look at him, and I would, you know how on the movies where the person is envisioning how they beat up somebody and they come back to reality and it's like they're still just staring at them. I would stare at him because I wanted to beat his ass. The same way he punched me in the face 7 days after giving birth. Yeah, 7 days postpartum. He socked me in the face twice because I was kicking him out when I was trying to get my keys from him. He hit me in the face twice. This man is over 300 pounds, about 6'4", was a bouncer at a club, and hit me after 7 days after having a baby. So after that, I would look at him. I remember he came to California. The only time he ever came to California to visit the boys, the one and only time he ever came. I think it was 2013. Maybe, yeah, I think it had to be 2013. And I was looking at him, and I let him in the house. I let him in my house, and he was sitting there, and I was just looking at him. And I said, I really want to kick this nigga in the back of his head. I really do. I really want to beat his ass. I really want to make him feel what he did to me. I really want him to feel it. I did. I sure did. Every time I looked at him, I wanted to beat his ass. I did. Every time. You be wanting to beat their asses. There ain't no telling what was going on in that relationship. 4 men attack a 13-year-old boy inside of a Target. Boy yells, I'm 13, you can't put your hands on me.
Line in. Please say a command.
Bluetooth audio.
Bluetooth audio.
I'm 13. You can't put your hands on me.
911 callers reporting it to Redlands police counted about 5 people in the group. It's unclear how the fight started or who provoked it. Redlands PD say when they got there, the alleged victim didn't want to talk to officers and nothing was reported. The fight is one of several recent incidents in this Redlands shopping area, including a fight outside this Ross earlier this month.
It does make you stop and think for a minute.
Needless to say, this isn't something you would expect at your local Target where there are families and...
Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. Oh, what else? I think that's it, y'all. I'm done talking. I really don't even feel like talking today. Tired of talking. Paramount decides to end a $3 billion auction of BET after Tyler Perry refuses to raise his $2 billion bid. Will keep the network for themselves. Neighbors, it looks like Tyler Perry won't be the owner of BET after all. Paramount has decided to end the auction of the network after negotiations with the billionaire reached a stalemate. According to the New York Post, Tyler Perry refused to raise $2 billion bid for the company after Paramount insisted on him buying it for $3 billion. After months of roadblocks, Paramount decided to keep the network for themselves. We made a decision because the benefits of maintaining a major stake in BET Media Group creates more value for Paramount than any of the proposals we received. As of now, there will be no ownership of BET. Tyler Perry still owns a 25% stake in BET Plus streaming services.
It's $1 billion to look this good. Oh, yeah. But she make it look easy because she got it. Check my technique. It should cost $1 billion to look this good. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Come on, Bernice. How old is Bernice? Bernice got to be about 50 years old. She look good as hell, though. I can't even front. Nene goes off on the people who are narcissists. They manipulate everyone around you to make them believe that you're the problem. They're evil, dangerous, and losers.
One person that has about 50 different.
That's when the drug.
One thing about a narcissist is they are going to ruin your day and your night. Even on special occasions. You know, it's almost like being with this one person that has about 50 different characters inside of them. You don't know who you're going to get and when you're going to get them, okay? And the craziest thing about it is that they manipulate everybody around you to make them believe that you are the problem. They are evil, they are dangerous, they are losers, and they have a lot of childhood trauma.
I wonder what she's talking about. It says no one can spot a narcissist quicker than a narcissist. I don't think that Nene. I think we all have narcissistic traits, right? We do. Like, especially people in entertainment. There's a little narcissism there, right? But it's the when it becomes like when you use it for evil, you know what I'm saying? You try to manipulate people. You try to talk bad about them, get people against them. You start that stuff. I don't believe that Nene is a narcissist. She might be arrogant, but I don't believe she's a narcissist. A lot of people, they describe a narcissist as like almost like an asshole, but it's a little deeper than that. Personality qualities, including thinking very highly of themselves, needing admiration, believing others are inferior, lacking empathy for others, right? Unreasonably high sense of self-importance, thinking they're smarter than everybody in the room, right? Unrealistic sense of entitlement, needs to be the center of attention, displays arrogant behaviors and attitudes, exploits and takes advantage of others, regularly talks about the fantasies of power, success, or beauty, behaves as if they're exceptionally special. I wouldn't say that Nene is a narcissist. She's dealing with somebody. I remember being in a relationship with a narcissist. That was it for me. I was like, okay, I'm not about to do this anymore with anybody. That was it. And the way I got rid of him was I created a lot of conflict, and he couldn't take it anymore. Like, I created a lot of conflict because I was like, the only way they leave is if they discard you when they're done using you as their supply. But when you come into an awareness and you're like, okay, you snap out of it, because they will get you in like a vortex of delusion. When you snap out of it, you're like, oh, okay, now I want to discard. They don't like when you discard them. So you kind of have to, because I started studying, because I was like, what is happening? Why am I in this kind of relationship? What is going on? So I started studying and understanding how narcissists and empaths are drawn to each other because they have the same childhood wound. They just took a different approach, right? And when I realized, okay, this is the kind of relationship that I'm in, I need to get out of this. But I knew that narcissists, they get upset when you discard them before they discard you. So you have to create an environment to where they are no longer getting a supply from you. So I created a very hostile environment so that he can leave, right? And he can think he discarded me, right? And then you go about saying, oh my God, why are you leaving? Making it seem like they're leaving you when you've actually set it up for them to leave because you don't want to be next to them anymore. You got to make it seem like you got to let them believe they're getting rid of you. You can't, when you try to get rid of them, they really get upset. They get mad. how could you get rid of me? That's the kind of like attitude they take. Yeah. And it's just a different, and it does happen in childhood. And then some people, it becomes a part of their personality. And you could tell they wear, when I tell you they wear a mask, child. It's a trip. You don't ever want to be in a relationship with a narcissist. And when people a lot of people, like I said, I think they align an asshole, right? You're a narcissist. No, you're just an arrogant asshole. The narcissists are diabolical. They're diabolical. They put a lot of thought into the way that they're going to handle people. They sit back. They revel in you being confused and not knowing what's going on. They revel in being able to gaslight you. Yeah, it's a trip. It's a trip, but it's a very like weird kind of space to be in. You feel like you're in an alternate space. And when you snap out of it, you cannot discard them. You gotta make a way for them to discard you, right? When you no longer, when you gray rock, right? And gray rock is when you don't give them anything, right? You don't give them anything. They're trying to get a reaction out of you. They revel in getting a reaction out of you. They revel in making you confused. They revel in making you feel like you don't know what's going on, confusion. And when you gray rock them, meaning you don't respond or react to anything they've done to you, okay, yes, one word answers, you're not giving them the supply that they need, they'll discard you and they'll try to find somebody else to get their supply from. So, yeah. So you got to let them believe that they discarded you. I just had a thing on my YouTube, a video come up in my YouTube. Let me see. I always watch, because I started following a lot of different channels about narcissism and stuff like that. Let me see if I can find it, if it's still in my feed. But it was when you discard the narcissist. This is Professor Sam Vaknin. He is a narcissist, and he also teaches people about narcissism. Let me hear what he has to say.
Shorter than 3 hours.
Let's
Today is the day you've been waiting for. A short, relatively short, Sam Vaknin video. I can see in the audience people tearing up, hugging, praying to their gods, sacrificing cattle as a token of gratitude. Yes, the day is upon us, and I've heard your cries, and I, as any benevolent God would do, am responding. Today we're going to discuss what happens to the poor narcissist when you are the one who discards him before he has a chance to devalue and discard you. And who is better to answer this question than Sam Vaknin, the author of Malignant Self-Love, Narcissism Revisited, a former visiting professor of psychology, a current member of the faculty of CAPS, and the list is long. Okay.
It's crazy. I want to hear what he has to say. I haven't listened to this yet, but he's a narcissist, right? And he's giving advice on narcissism and how to spot it and how to get out of it. And he has a lot of different videos. His name is Professor Sam Vaknin. Vaknin is his channel. He has 284,000 subscribers. I want to hear what he has to say. It's 23 minutes. I'm not going to listen to it now. There's my neighbor walking his dog. He has a husky. That damn husky looks like a wolf, honey. He got some nice legs. He really does. Wow. Come on, calves. But yeah, we'll watch it later. That's all I'm going to talk about today, y'all. I wonder what Nene is talking about. I wonder who the narcissist. They said Fraggle Rock.
I had to come out here and get right, man. You know, shout out my Uncle Thug, Diamonds in the Teeth. I had to come to somebody that could execute it, man. Mario, man, he did his thing, man.
I thought King Harris was in jail. I really did. Because we hadn't heard from him. And as soon as I said his damn name, why would he get them teeth like that? King Harris don't need no big white fluorescent teeth. Y'all know y'all look crazy with them fluorescent white teeth. And I noticed that I don't notice actors doing that. I notice mostly like musicians do that. Like I never know. I don't see actors with teeth like veneers. Do y'all, who, name an actor who has veneers and their teeth just look like fluorescent chiclets in their mouth? You know your teeth are not supposed to be wider than your eye, the whites of your eye. You know that, right? Otherwise it looks like fluorescent. It doesn't look natural. Y'all look crazy. King Harris got them damn veneers. His face is already looking crazy. Now you got these teeth. I swear I thought that little monster was in jail because we hadn't heard from him. And here he comes showing everybody his fluorescent white teeth. Anyways, y'all, that's the end of today. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.